Gentlemen, welcome. Here I've got 10 fragrances from my collection which are absolutely amazing for the winter time. And of course, I'm going to give you only what's the best from my collection for this season. Let's start, of course, with the first one, which is Creed Original Santal. This fragrance for me is a masterpiece. This is the sandalwood at its best. So we have here sandalwood, vanilla, tonka, some lavender, and original Santal is absolutely great for the winter time. The quality of this fragrance, even when I'm smelling it straight away from the bottle, is great. Definitely Creed knows to make fragrances. Let's go with the second one, and this is a fragrance which I absolutely love it. And of course, always I said here on my channel, newer doesn't mean better. And it's going to be Male Le Parfum. Also, I have Male Absolu in my collection, but I prefer the scent of Male Le Parfum. Iris powdery, vanilla, some lavender. You know, this fragrance is absolutely amazing. This fragrance is my favorite winter fragrance from Jean Paul Gaultier. As I said, also I have Male Absolu. If you want performance, go with Absolu. This fragrance is lasting minimum 12-14 hours, at least on my skin. If you want scent quality, for me, Male Le Parfum is the best sweet powdery fragrance from Male. Again, a personal taste. The third fragrance from my collection, which is amazing for the winter time. If you want something classy, elegant for your coat, of course, Dior Homme Parfum is going to be a top fragrance. Lipstick vibe all the way through, powdery, some wood here, animalic notes, a bit of rose, and this fragrance is very well balanced. Dior Homme Parfum is the third one. Let's go with the fourth one. Again, this DNA is timeless. Armani Eau de Parfum is going to be the second option if you want something a bit more elegant for your coat. This is great. Also, as I said a bit earlier, newer doesn't mean better. Armani Eau de Parfum is a fragrance which I prefer it over Armani Code Elixir. So that's why Armani Eau de Parfum is in this list. Of course, the Armani Code DNA is here, the tonka bean, the cedar wood in the dry down, but also we have iris. So this fragrance is also a bit powdery, but also this fragrance is class in a bottle. The fifth fragrance from my collection, also with a great performance, is Invictus Victory Absolute. And this fragrance is almost... The Invictus DNA is here, but it's not that much. But it's still here, but also it's a bit more balsamic. It's ambery, and also we have a lot of sandalwood. So if you love this, you know, a kind of balsamic version of Invictus, this one is going to be great for the winter time. Number 6 is a fragrance from Valentino, and is Burning Roma Extra Dose. This fragrance is basically a lavender based fragrance, but it's a bit sweeter. Also, it has a lot of spices there. We have some woodsy notes, are not listed, but definitely some vetiver in the dry down, and this fragrance for the winter time. This fragrance is great, guys. Number 7, if you love the Male DNA but made it, you know, the performance maybe doubled, and I mean the Ultra Male Club for Men. By the way, do not blind buy this, because this fragrance is expensive, and Jeremy wanted 300 pounds for this fragrance, I think, but I didn't pay 300 pounds. But this fragrance, as I said, I'm trying to give you only what's the best from my collection for the winter time. So with this fragrance, I have received 3 compliments in a day when I wore this. This fragrance is Ultra Male on steroids. This fragrance is projecting for 4 to 5 hours, and also is lasting minimum 11, 12. Club for Men if you want a kind of more floral, more balsamic version of Ultra Male. But only if you can catch a very good offer for this fragrance. Number 8 is a fragrance which I absolutely love it from Azzaro, and this is the Most Wanted. Also I had the Most Wanted Parfum, but after testing them side by side I was like, I quite enjoy this one more than Parfum. Also, it's a personal thing, and this fragrance is just a sweet caramel toffee vibe, some spices in the opening, cardamom, and also has a kind of amber feeling to it, but this fragrance is like sweet toffee. Usually I'm not into this gourmand kind of scent, but this fragrance is made very, very well, taking in consideration, as I said, this one is a gourmand scent, sweet. Even if it's sweet, you know, this fragrance doesn't put me off, so this fragrance is great, guys. And the last two fragrances are going to be boozy, and I kept them the last ones because, you know, the last one is quite special. Also, this one, the number 9, this is my favorite Givenchy gentleman, and it's going to be Reserve Privee. Reserve Privee is just a boozy version of the gentleman DNA. It's still woodsy, still having that woodiness from the gentleman society, but it's a bit more powdery, it's a bit more playful, it's a bit more inviting. You know, this fragrance is nice, it's calming, relaxing, boozy whiskey. We have some chestnut vibe here. Also, it's a bit ambery, so yes, this fragrance is great and is my favorite from the gentleman lineup. And the last fragrance is my favorite boozy fragrance of all time. So this is my favorite boozy fragrance of all time. Men Prive. It's absolutely great. This is, you know, sexiness in a bottle. This is like whiskey, vanilla, some leather. The leather is not strong. The scent is so well balanced. Also, we have some cardamom, some lavender here. And being honest with you, I don't know why this fragrance got discontinued. Also, I was looking to buy a second, you know, bottle, a backup bottle, and I was just like that to buy it. I was like, do you know what? I'm going to wait for a bit, but maybe I should buy a backup bottle. As always, this is my honest top 10 for the winter time. If you made it so far, you are a legend, and why not consider yourself to subscribe? It's meaning a lot to me, and by the way, it's free. Until next time, take care of you guys. Bye bye.